Are you struggling to draw a polyline on Google Maps using Swift? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, and today, we're going to solve it together. I totally get it. You want to create a custom view with Google Maps, but it can be tricky to implement the polyline feature correctly. It's frustrating when things don't work as expected, especially when you're excited to see your routes on the map. Here's the situation we're addressing. One user asked, "How can I draw a route between two places using Google Maps on a custom UI view?" They mentioned they have set up their map view but are struggling to implement the polyline correctly. Sound familiar? Let's dive into the solution. So, what could be going wrong? Drawing polylines involves setting up the path correctly and ensuring that the polyline is added to the map view. We'll break down the steps to make it easier for you. And stick around. At the end of this video, I have a bonus tip that will help you enhance your Google Maps integration even further. To begin drawing a polyline on Google Maps, the user should ensure that the Google Maps SDK is properly integrated into their project. This includes confirming that the necessary pods are installed. Next, the user should set up the GMS map view in their custom UI view. This involves creating an IB outlet for the map view and ensuring it is connected in the storyboard. Now, the user can add the polyline to the map. In the view.didLoad method, they should create a GMS mutable path and add the coordinates for the start and end points of the route. After defining the path, the user should create a GMS polyline object, set its properties like stroke color and width, and finally assign it to the map view. Finally, the user should run the application to see the polyline displayed on the map. They can adjust the coordinates and properties as needed to customize the appearance. Fun fact, did you know that Google Maps was first launched in 2005? It has come a long way since then, and now you can customize it to fit your app perfectly. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to drawing a polyline on Google Maps involves using the Google Maps Directions API. First, you need to obtain an API key by creating a project enabling the Directions API. Then you can make a request to the API with your start and end coordinates. The user suggests creating a function that takes two CL location coordinate 2D objects as inputs and returns a GMS path. This function handles the API request, checks for errors, and parses the JSON response to extract the polyline points. In your view.didLoad method, you can call this function to request directions and, upon success, create a GMS polyline from the GMS path. Finally, add the polyline to your map view and adjust the camera to fit the polyline. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative approach provided by another user involves using Swift 4. They suggest creating global variables for source and destination coordinates, and then installing the Alamofier and Swifty JSON pods for network requests. Next, they recommend creating a function to draw the route between the source and destination. This function constructs a URL for the Google Directions API and processes the response to extract the polyline points. Finally, they suggest setting up a button action to provide the source and destination coordinates, and then calling the drawPath function. Markers for the source and destination are also added to the map. Here's that bonus tip I promised. Consider adding markers along your polyline to highlight specific points of interest. This can make your map even more interactive and engaging for users. And there you have it. You should now be able to draw polylines on your Google Maps custom view. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.